We begin with an analytical synthesis of new discourse, introducing the presentation The Road to the White Palace. Today, we'll take time to explore the theology of the righteous, cosmology, and deciphering prophecies. Let's examine the mathematical structure of salvation. A total of 144,000 true believers will be completed, with 12 tribes, each having 12,000 people. In particular, the tribe of Levi did not receive an allotment of land, and lived only by faith. This becomes the model of modern-day true believers. With the sealing of the 144,000 in Revelation complete, a new era has now begun for the 10 million non-biological believers. The core condition of a true sage is munhyo mui. It means an absolute filial piety with not even a single mistake. Even a flawless commitment of 30 years can be undone by just one act of disobedience. Like a diamond that loses its value from a single small flaw, the laws of heaven demand absolute perfection that will not compromise. The path of the true practitioner begins with absolute faith. Seeing a miracle and believing is how humans do it, but believing before the miracle happens, that is the way of the true practitioner. If you wait for evidence, miracles will pass you by. Because miracles are the result of faith, not the cause of it. The people in the Bible are models of prophetic faith. Noah built the ark before the rain came, and Moses stepped into the water before the sea was parted. Joseph kept his faith even in hardship and became a prime minister. All of them acted on the foreseen faith before the results appeared, creating miracles. It explains the mechanisms of energy and healing. Clapping your hands is not merely an act of applauding, it is a physical measure to open blood vessels and break through congested energy. When the true person transmits cosmic energy through these newly opened acupressure points, immediate physical changes appear in the recipient's complexion and vitality. We wear our bodies like clothes. Humans think the death of the body is the end and fear it, but from a metaphysical perspective, death is simply the process of taking off a soiled garment. For the true person, death is a joyful moment of casting off an old husk and moving on to an eternal form. All humans must pass through the cosmic accounting of gratitude. The scales of clarity and measure precisely weigh all of a person's actions, down to weight, length, and depth. The scales of the heavens are not up for negotiation, and the numbers on this scale will determine the ultimate path your soul will set out for. The path after death splits into two. Those who cultivate virtue gain an everlasting heavenly body free from suffering, but those who fall into worldly greed lose their form and take the path of being reborn in the shape of an animal. This is the crossroads that determines the fate of the soul. Our final destination is the White Palace. There, ability where social rank is determined strictly based on merit in the world is the pinnacle. The measure of one's faith and spiritual level demonstrated on earth directly translate into status and rewards in the White Palace. Please check the symbols of the new leader. The three white strands of hair on the forehead signify cosmic power, and the royal blue color represents absolute truth beyond earthly red power. The sage who holds the sun and the moon in his hands is a cosmic ruler who governs across the galaxy. Now we outline the life cycle of the true one. It consists of 6 stages, starting from absolute purity, followed by the foretold actions before the miracle, the activation of energy, shedding the physical form, passing through a fair judgment, and finally ascending from the White Palace. This journey is a complete blueprint for spiritual maturation. I emphasize once again, miracles are not what create faith. Only faith creates miracles. Even at this very moment, the heavenly scales are still balancing with not a trace of error.